Within the heart of Chichester, an initiative to help and inspire 16 to 25-year-olds to start their own business. Within Chichester, a wealth of entrepreneurial talent exists. From January 2016, young startup talent has been searching the area to find the most feasible ideas. The Chichester area has revealed a wealth of entrepreneurial young talent. Tonight is no different. Welcome to the final of Young Startup Talent 2016. Every year, a set of young business people submit their business concepts to see if they have what it takes to win over the local business community and be in with a chance to walk away with £50,000 of investment. Buried amongst the bustling streets of Chichester and district is a wealth of young talent, just waiting to be discovered. This year, a team of leading business professionals gathered to find the young business talent in the area, in a bid to whittle Chichester's finest talent down to its very, very best. We've tested the nerve of countless aspiring entrepreneurs over the course of the past year, watching ideas grow into concrete business plans and learning who has what it takes to see it through. With the success of past Young Startup Talent winners and finalists rapidly flourishing among the business world in the southeast over the past 7 years since its inception, can our Chichester business people crack their market? This year is no different. Who knows their business inside out? Who can face the judges under pressure? And who has what it takes to be the next big thing? Recap of the year so far for the semi-final. After visiting schools, colleges and universities within the area of the successful applicants attended the Young Startup Talent Speed Networking event held at the University of Chichester. The evening was set out to put the young entrepreneurs of all ages between 16 and 25 through their paces. In attendance were judges and sponsors from the local area who were keen to see the range of ideas to enter the process. Following on from the speed networking, 4 have been selected and are about to pitch in front of our Chichester judges. Making up the panel for 2016 includes Lorraine Nugent. As well as being one of the founding partners for the Young Startup Talent, Lorraine also heads up a leading public relations agency based in the heart of the southeast. She has no shortage of expertise in media relations, having worked for a prominent leading newspaper group for 7 years, managing a business paper with strong links in both local and national media. Lorraine now heads up the successful PR agency Media Word Waves, who act for a variety of clients. 2014, Lorraine won the influential Woman of the Year award at the NatWest Venues Awards in Sussex. Rob Nunn. At just 22 years of age, Rob is in charge of 2 thriving groups of companies and has recently joined the Young Startup Talent team as Strategic Director. Rob is not only well known, but also well respected within his industry, which is focused around investing and growing businesses to help reach their full potential. In 2012, Peter James named Rob as National Entrepreneur of the Year and has recently been nominated for the Wall Street Journal's Investor of the Year 2017. Chris Deans. Chris has worked for the NatWest for over 35 years and heads up the Chichester corporate and commercial team, managing relationships with SMEs in West Sussex. He is focused on assisting his clients achieve their goals, together with supporting the growth and development of the local business community. Having started his career in Chichester, he has delighted to return to the city after carrying out various senior roles in the south of England and Guernsey. Eileen Lintle. Councillor Lintle has had a long career in insurance before becoming an elected member for the Petworth ward. She has been elected councillor for 8 years and is the chairman of the Grants and Concessions panel and the vice chair for the cabinet. Eileen chairs the stakeholder meeting at the Children and Family Centre and sits on the management committee for the Sylvia Beauty Centre and Friendship Centre, both in Petworth. She is also the president of the West Sussex Football League. Louise Hastings is a chartered accountant and partner at Moore Stevens LLP. Louisa acts for a variety of owner-managed businesses and not-for-profit organisations, providing compliance, audit and consultancy services. Her interests lie in the education sector, and therefore her expertise is greatly appreciated by schools and charities across the Moore Stevens Group. Gary Shrimpton. Gary is Editor-in-Chief and editor for a range of quality paid-for regional titles across Sussex. He leads regulation, excellence and editorial governance for Johnson Press and is deputy chairman of its editorial board. An award-winning writer, his rural diaries have been published nationally as well as across the regions. Bishop, or Dr. Warner, has been involved within the church for many years after being ordained as a priest in 1985 at Exeter Cathedral. He is a traditionalist and has worked resolutely in recent years to encourage provision in which people of all integrities can remain together. Currently, he is Bishop at Chichester Cathedral. Charles Taylor of Charles Taylor Pens, age 17. Charles Taylor Pens design and create individual luxury bespoke pens to fit their customers' needs. They use a variety of materials from wood through to acrylics to create handcrafted, made-to-order pens. With a variety of designs and styles, Charles Taylor Pens capture your every requirement. Let's see how Charles is in front of the judges.
My name's Charles Taylor and I'm the manager and owner of Charles Taylor Pens. I design and create unique one-off bespoke pens. I specialise in pens and one-off materials. So key thing with my pens, if somebody comes to me and says they've got a tree in their garden which is going to be cut down, or an old bench which they want to keep a special memory, I can turn that into a pen. There are places like Mont Blanc and Parker, but the difference between them is their pens are made in a factory, all done by machines. This is different. All pens are done by hand, unique and bespoke. I've got two shops selling my pens in Chichester, which started this time last week. And I found although I've not sold many pens through the shops yet, I've had a lot more inquiries and a lot more people wondering. Although there's stuff like the computers nowadays, people still have to write cheques, sign contracts. Many people use pens and a lot of people like to use them in style. I'm young and fresh. I'm starting this with a business passion and I know I can make it. So what are we doing to advertise? I'm building up my Facebook, my social media websites. I've recently got my website up. My main key focus with that is to keep it updated, because as all social media, as soon as you let it lie, as soon as it starts to die. Over the last year I've produced a display case with my uncle's help, and I've sourced new pens. I've found better pen kits which are more quality. My main future within a year is to create a pen out of 18 karat gold or silver. For this I would need to create a mould which would cost me a substantial sum of about £1,000 to £1,500. The next expense out of that would be the money for the gold. But the one good thing is with the gold, no matter if it's in pen form, it's always got a scrap value. As I want to improve and get into more and more shops, I'm going to need more and more help, more people to work for me, as I realise it's going to be larger sums of money, but it'll be well worth it. One of my key phrases at Charles Taylor Pens is the pen is mightier than the sword. The amount more you can do with a pen than you can with a sword, whether it's writing and signing cheques, which can win more battles than you could with a sword. So where am I at? I'm slowly getting out there into local areas and building up my name, building up the name of Charles Taylor Pens. So I'm hoping over the next few months I can double my amount I'm selling. That's all, and if there are any questions you'd like to ask, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, I have. Well done. There you go. I'm a bit of a nut job for pens. I love pens. Don't play the exclusivity line in trying to compare yourself to a Mont Blanc or whatever, only because you have the same quality, but you don't have the ability to charge the value. If you've got a specific niche and you want to aim it for shops and expand growth, etc., can
So
do it
stick
that
to
way.
the small niche then and then
Yeah,
expand.
I would, and expand it on a local basis.
When, how much does it cost you to make each of these pens, or does that vary depending on the type of pen?
For me, the cheapest pen I could do for you would be at £7, and that's all the materials.
That costs you £7?
That cost me £7.
Yeah.
Whereas the most expensive pen would cost me £50.
Charles, one of the things I think is really good is that it's your age. You said, I'm young, I'm fresh, that's really positive. And you're using pens. You know, it's both your fascination and interest in that, because that is very attractive. You are part of the advert.
Also, your name is epic.
Yes.
Tailor-made. You know, they are tailor-made pens in both senses.
Charles, I think there's a brilliant presentation, well done. When you were talking to the owners, did you suggest to them a trial period for you to put your pens with them, or did they say a trial period the other way around?
It's a buy and return basis. We've done it so if there's 1 month later and there's still this one pen which for some reason isn't shifting, I can swap that over for them.
Charles, it's a great presentation. If we have a number of top-end businesses in the area, we've got Goodwood, we've got Rolls-Royce. What makes these businesses special? Where they are sustainable. They try to use local materials and local craftspeople, and they do charge a premium price. And as I was listening, I wondered if there was the Goodwood Revival pen made exclusively from wood on the Goodwood estate, and whether there's a conversation to be had with Rolls-Royce down the road. I just commend those ideas to you.
I want to make a Victory pen. That's one. So.
Yeah, I love that memory pen, I think. Yeah.
Can I ask you, how many have you got? How many have you got out in shops? How many can you make?
Shops, I've got about 60 pens out there around, or I had 60 pens at the beginning of the week.
That's across 2 shops.
That's across 2 shops. A nice comfortable level for me is 10 pens a day.
Okay, all right, okay, thank you, Charles.
No, thank
Well done.
you. Thanks.
Yes, okay,
Well done.
well done.
Hannah Weir, Telefonierum A17. Telefonierum is individual and bespoke telephone marketing agency offering a professional business-to-business telephone marketing service to companies who are serious about customer relationship management, customer retention, customer feedback and customer care. By integrating modern marketing techniques such as e-marketing and social media, along with helping the client's customers, this will help build important, long-standing relationships. How is Hannah under pressure from the 7 judges?
Good evening, everybody. Oh, we can do better than that. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Hannah Weir. I'm the owner and founder of Telephonium. Telephonium is a bespoke telephone marketing agency offering professional business-to-business telephone marketing to companies that are serious about customer relationship management, improving sales and overall increasing turnover. Telephonium was born in the summer of 2016 after I'd worked in car leasing for a short while. Here I discovered my love for sales and for customer interaction via the phone. Telephonium's goal is to achieve a high number of sales, long-standing relationships, and of course customer retention without that call centre vibe. The main focus while setting up will be new business development and focusing on lapsed customers to then in the future move on to inbound call handling. So how am I going to market myself? Well, that's simple. I'm going to pick up the phone and do what I do best. Wow, people. I will also use affiliate marketing. The phones in front of you are all branded with Telephonium once you pick up the handset. My target market will be small to medium-sized businesses throughout the UK, moving on to much larger companies once I become fully established. My vision for the future is simple. I want to create a fun environment full of staff with great personalities and a positive outlook on life. I'm looking to take on out-of-work actors. Where will I be in 5 years' time? Well, I'd love for business to be booming. I would like to have 30 to 40 permanent staff and a portfolio full of long-standing clients. I would like to be an award-winning telemarketing company. I want a 21st century approach to a service that dates back to the 1970s when telephone marketing was first born. I have big dreams, enthusiasm and passion to achieve my goals in life, and I hope that young startup talent can believe in me and Telephonium. Thank you all for listening. Any questions?
Well done. Hannah did a great job. I'd love to know your feelings on how you are going to incentivise good quality staff to stay with you.
Yeah, there will be a base salary of £12,000, which is average if you go for any kind of sales role. And a lot of it is obviously commission and incentives. But I don't want my staff to trying to get to be earning more than the other people, to say, oh, I've done more than... Why not? Because I think it creates a winning environment, which some people can find quite intimidating.
They don't need to be in your workforce then.
Okay.
This is one of the most brutal environments you can go into.
Thank you.
I think the other thing I can see that's missing from your cash flow is you mentioned about sales to through telecoms companies. I can't see anything in there.
That will be factored in. Thank you.
So at the moment, where are you at the moment? You've got a couple of clients, haven't you, already at the moment?
Yeah, I'm currently full-time with a client at the moment. So as the business grows, I've also got 2 other clients that I've had to put them to the side for the moment, because there's not enough time in the day for me to do it and for me to put my all into it.
Do you not think that you'll end up losing those clients, were they?
No, because a lot of it is in the new year. When I was working in leasing, it was my pet peeve for people to put it behind them, and it's like, no, it's important, get on it.
There's a logistical reason why that happens. Nobody wants to lose a client. You might think that you're not over-promising now.
Yeah.
Come January, you may have a very different perspective on that, and trust me, people get bored of people quite quickly. Yeah. Especially in the modern era, like you said, where they can pick up the phone and find 20 more of you.
Yeah.
I think that's my area of concern, really, is on why is what you're going to offer going to be more attractive than what other people are offering.
That's all walks of life in a workplace. That's young people who are trained and they are willing to pick up the phone. They like what they do, they're passionate, and they're money motivated.
Can I just ask about the choice of workers again, which is, and I'm just interested in why you believe that this type of employee is going to deliver better.
People who work in car phone warehouse and phones who are one of the best kind of salespeople, because they are so money driven and their targets are sky high. There's some really good salespeople that you can pluck out, and you might say, well, why are they going to want to walk out of a showroom and into a call centre? Well, that's because I will establish how much they're earning and then go from there.
Do you think you've got the skills to manage the team of people?
Yeah, of course. I think I have got what it takes to manage a team.
That's the bit I'm convinced about. You can tell you're going to be a strong leader.
Come over with passion and thought.
I'm an Aries.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thomas Orchard of Tom's Computers, age 17. Tom's Computers is a device support company crafted to deliver the very highest of standards across all forms of technology services. The company will offer all aspects of device repair, whilst not only diversifying to a non-sustainable extent, with a business goal to have the strongest device repair image in the whole of the UK. Tom's Computers aims to be the all-in-one solution place for all technical devices.
Good evening everyone, my name is Tom and I'm a student of Bishop Luffer Sixth Form in Chichester. When a friend had just had their iPhone repaired, I thought back to the vast amounts of time that I'd seen friends do the same. If within my friendship group someone broke their device this frequently, there had to be a huge market for these device repairs, and I wasn't going to stand around while these shops made a large profit that my technical knowledge and entrepreneurial spirit could entitle me to as well. Therefore, I founded Tom's Computers, an all-in-one solutions place for all technical devices. Tom's Computers offers 5 main services currently. These include bespoke tower PCs, iPhone repairs, computer repairs, recycling and reselling of devices, and technical support. The beauty of Tom's Computers is that it started just under 4.5 months ago, but has been fully self-sufficient and required very little initial investment to get it to where it is now. I've attained a wealth of reviews, some of which featured on page 9 of my business plan, leaving me a respectable 100% positive feedback. I've created a website in which customers can easily get in contact with the business. However, I'm looking into expanding this site to include a booking platform to allow easier administration as well as usability for the customer. By the end of the next 3 months, I want to have 10 or more people using Tom's computers each week for any service we offer, business cards in many local shops, flyers being posted through doors in the local area, posters printed to be put in shop windows, have stock ordered well in advance for customers, and to have found a supplier that I can pay for good quality items in bulk. At the end of the next 12 months, I will have national advertisements. I will also have purchased new technology with my profits that allow me to carry out device repairs and solutions faster and at a smaller cost and to an even higher standard. The first part of my 5-year plan is the true expansion of Tom's Computers. I envisage having shops in the main high streets of the south of England, as well as branching out even further. I want Tom's Computers to be the first thing anyone thinks of when it comes to getting their device repaired all over the country. I see Tom's Computers achieving national advertisement, as well as having a dedicated workforce. I can also see the possibility of teaming up with a large phone brand to help deliver the very best service I can. My vision for the future concludes with one thing: success. I've always been a keen and motivated entrepreneur, so there is no doubt in my mind that I can make this work. I want to offer services that will capitalise on the ever-growing tech world we live in today. Thank you very much.
And how have you told people, and what sort of age ranges?
Well, the vast majority of people that come to me, actually I get through my Facebook advertising. I bump it every so often, maybe 2 times a day, and people will see it.
What, as in boost it?
Boost it, yeah. And it basically just pushes it up to the top of their feed. And I do that most days, and that's how most of my customers get in contact.
Can we look into the future a bit, Tom? I mean, first of all, I think I want to say your graphics, I think, are really good. I'd just like us to hear a little bit more about what you imagine your shop's going to be like.
Well, often I will go into a phone shop and I will walk in and there'll be someone on the desk repairing a phone right there, talking to me, selling me this phone case. I'd like it to be, you know, you have the front, you have the person you speak to get it repaired, and in the back it's sort of a workshop. So I've done surveys and things, and I've found that they did not like the service they were given. They find that their phone screens lift up after the next 2 weeks, and at that point they're going to say, no, I'm not going to go there anymore, I'm going to go to Apple and pay the extra £200 because they can't afford for that to happen.
And you feel you've got the expertise to move from an Apple MacBook Pro to a Samsung?
Yeah, I mean, there's there's a tutorial site which you can pay a subscription for, which I do. I find myself being able to repair the top band of difficulty myself, and I feel I could show someone else how to do that as well. So it doesn't matter what the device is, I can follow that procedure.
One of the things that you're selling yourself on is that your speed of turnovers is that people don't have to wait weeks and that for their device to come back. But it strikes me that you're going to be doing the work on your own, and as you build up, are you going to be able to maintain that?
So with the increase in people coming to use my service, I will be able to pay for more people to come and help me out.
Tom, I think you're just the sort of person we all want to know, have your card somewhere. Tell me where you think the industry is going to go in the future. Do you think you might have to adapt over the next 10 years? I
think the tech industry is one that changes so much, and I'm sure you'll all agree. I mean, these laptops, they get thinner and thinner and lighter, but they also get more and more breakable, as with all mobile devices. And I still think there is a good few, a long time before we completely make ourselves isolated to something that cannot be broken.
What drives and motivates you?
Basically, I'm driven by the idea of building myself up and becoming an accomplished businessman, because that's something I've always wanted to do. So, And
I think you're going to do it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well done, Tom.
Okay, well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Leanne Robertson, LSR Therapies, age 22. LSR Therapies is a local business providing sports massage therapy and pregnancy massage therapy. It provides both a mobile business travelling to patients' homes and also has a permanent clinic set up in the local hair, beauty and treatment salon in Portsmouth. LSR Therapies offers an excellent range of services, but also has the added versatility to travel to clients' homes, enabling the business to stand out in a competitive market.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Leanne Robertson and I am the proud owner of LSR Therapies. LSR Therapies is a pregnancy massage therapy company along with a sports massage therapy company. This local business began in a cramped and very small spare room in my parents' house that has now become a professional sports massage and pregnancy massage therapy company with one clinic in a hair salon situated in Portsmouth, along with LSR Therapies actually having a mobile business. I've worked out a cost which is based on a competitive market of the local areas of Hampshire and West Sussex, to ensure patients not only receive the best treatment and care, but also get the best price. Having a base plus the mobile service, 2 different types of massage at a competitive rate has allowed for LSR Therapies to increase in clientele over the past 7 months. With up to 3 patients within the first month when I began, to now 7 months later with 5 to 7 sports massage patients and 2 to 3 pregnancy massage patients. And a new patient that's blocked out 2 treatment sessions per month until her due date next year. Patients have got to know our name and are happy with the treatments they are receiving, so much so that we've had quite a few referrals within the last month, which has been really, really good. Within the next 12 months, I'll be looking at using my bed space within the clinic for a contractor, so get someone in, which will keep overheads down and also increase the clientele and profit. Within the next 16 to 18 months, I'd like to employ 2 qualified massage therapists, one in sports massage therapy and one in pregnancy massage therapy, and put them on the PAYE system. And this will hopefully then grow into a clinic that I would like to have in the next 18 to 20. This will allow myself also to continue in progressing my business, as within the next 28 months, I'd like to have 2 clinics, one with a gym attached to it, where I can perform rehabilitation therapy as well, and one just be a clinic just purely for massage therapy. Although this will mean costs of treatments increasing, I do not see this as a threat to the business, as within the first 3 months I charged £15 for half an hour and £25 for an hour, and patients have still come back with the prices that they are today, which I understand that due to being a student, I am not able to commit to my business full time. However, I see this as a positive because my degree is in sports therapy, so I need my degree for my business, and my business is motivating me through my degree, and likewise the other way around.
Can I ask, you've just given us a list of your pricing.
Of course, yeah.
I may have not heard it,
Of
but
course, yeah.
you offer a mobile service.
Yes.
Do you differentiate what you charge?
Currently, no, just purely because that's not something that I've put into my budget at the moment, but it's something that next year I am looking at doing. Obviously, different houses have a different mileage, so it's just trying to work out how much I'd need to charge on top.
I love the gym idea.
Yeah.
Works really well. So I played rugby for a long time and I broke my shoulder. I spent probably the best part of £2,500 in 2 years. It's a genius idea. There are loads of people doing it though.
Yes.
So what will differentiate you from them?
So I think having my 2 different treatments, by having a pregnancy clinic or room specifically for pregnancy massage and one for sports and a rehabilitation room, you've got 3 rooms that you can utilise at the same time.
Amazing.
How are you finding the marketing? Because like obviously your pregnancy bit and your rugby players are very different markets. So how are you targeting your Facebook?
So my Facebook and my Twitter accounts at the moment I'm trying to divide up. Also alongside that I've got a couple of posters up in local hair salons. So I'll have one specific for sports therapy or sports massage therapy and one specific for pregnancy massage, because you can't interlink the 2. It's near impossible. Yeah. So by kind of giving myself double work, but actually they both bounce off each other, because if you know one person who wants a sports massage, 9 times out of 10 that person has a wife or has a friend that's pregnant, and it all refers on. So it is double work, but at the same time, it's double the clients that I'm getting back because they're referring people to come and see me.
But just sticking with that, I mean, I think the pregnancy thing is fantastic,
Sure.
Absolutely brilliant. There's also going to be this constant thing, how do I market myself as someone that is not just different but better?
Yeah.
Now it seems to me that something which actually builds your confidence in that whole area, so that the issue is not just the physical business that you're doing, but also the emotional, psychological, and all of those things, and where you might have some resources at your disposal for referrals, if that emerged, would be really, really important.
The question I wanted to ask you is, what do you see as the biggest challenge for you upscaling from an individual therapist to this big business?
Probably financial.
Okay.
I have looked at getting a business loan for a building for a clinic, and they've turned me away because I am a student. So I think financially that is where my barrier is at the moment.
When do you finish your degree?
I finished my degree in 18 months.
Leanne, your business plan's well written. It details an awful lot of positive sides to it. Isn't a lot on necessarily the risk management.
Yep.
And I may refer to one element of the legal considerations where you're talking about medical data being safeguarded using a locked cabinet.
Yep.
Is that sufficient, and are you regulated under the Data Protection Act?
So yes, I am. My insurance is through Balance, who also use the Sports Therapy Association, so it's all covered under that umbrella, and they have also taken that as a CPD and recognised it, and they've also insured me on that.
Excellent.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As we draw closer to the end of a fantastic year within Chichester, the judges have to make the difficult decision of selecting just one entrepreneur who will walk away with a prize fund of business products and services. Young Startup Talent would like to thank all of the sponsors and supporters for their huge support and look forward to working with the next set of entrepreneurs for 2017. All of those who've made it through the process have the support and business network to make their business a success. We look forward to keeping in contact and up to date with their progress as they grow throughout the year. To find out more about Young Startup Talent, the sponsors involved, and to follow the process of entrepreneurs past and present, please visit www.youngstartuptalent.co.uk.